fun part, okay? So in the software, I am talking about the operating system, which is the OS, okay? OS stands for operating system. All right, so when I talk about operating system, I want you guys to know that operating system is basically a piece of software that allows you to interact with your device. For example, this device that I have in my hand, it's an Apple iPhone device. It's made out of this plastic and metal. How did we put life into this iPhone that once I press this button, it glows, there's a light. When I swipe this, it takes me to my applications. All of the things that I'm seeing over here, they're all my applications. Understand that? So what makes this device run is the operating system. And what is the name of that operating system? iOS. Apple adds to everything iMac, iPad, iPhone. So the name of this operating system that runs this device is called iOS. So the name of the operating system that runs pretty much the IT industry is Linux. It used to be Unix, and there's also Windows. There's also Mac OS. Now, these two operating systems, Mac and Windows, they are they're very well known, recognized, they're user friendly. They are used by an average Joe, me, you, and anybody else that would like to use a computer, right? Regular users. This, along with these three, is used pretty much. This one is used by regular users, Windows and Mac, but this Windows, Unix, and Linux, they're primarily used for servers. Okay, and I talked about the server, and I gave you the architectural understanding of what's inside the server, the components of the server. So the operating system, everything, any application that you touch today is at the end of the day, is sitting on top of this operating system. And the operating systems, it could be one of these, most likely one of these: Linux, Unix, Windows. I don't think Mac is at a server level. I have never seen Mac. I've seen sometimes, but no, pretty much all of these. Windows. I'm going to talk about the differences between Windows, Unix, and Linux down the road. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. But this operating system, if I go back to my slide over here, helps us to run multiple things. Mainly, it helps us to develop applications. So all of the development that takes place is sitting on top of the operating system. When I say development, meaning if you are a programmer and you know how to create applications, and there's usually not a one programmer that creates an application. There's usually hundreds of programmers that join together to create one application. And again, the application, if I look at my cell phone, I can see I have a YouTube, which is an application. I see I have a LinkedIn, which is also another application. I see Zillow over there, which is also another application, web application. And I see Instagram over here. I see TikTok over here. These are all the applications. I see Airbnb over there. And I see the banking applications are over there. So all of these applications were developed based on this application. You need, to begin with, you need an operating system, and then you need the development platform. You need a development platform in order for you to create applications, apps. Okay. So again, the point that I'm trying to make is everything is sitting on the operating system. If you remove the operating system, the whole IT would collapse. These applications, this is the development platform, dev platform. Whenever you see dev, it basically means development. I'm sorry if I was going faster earlier. I thought you guys have the literacy of the, but I should assume that you guys don't have the fundamental. That's why this class is fundamental. Anyway, so this is the dev platform. This is the development platform which sits on the operating system, and also programmers create applications which is based on the operating system. Applications store the data into databases. What are some of those databases? Microsoft SQL. Another one is MySQL. Another one, yes, Postgres. Another one is Oracle. Some of you guys know your stuff. SQL, of course. And so these are some of the examples of the databases. And MongoDB is another database. MongoDB. I have a student that works for MongoDB. I have a student that works at Oracle. What else? NoSQL is also another type of database. And I mentioned that these databases are managed by DBs, DBA, database administrator. This alone is a different job title. Operating system is managed by system administrators, SysAdmin. DBA again is another job title. SysAdmin. Applications are created by software engineer. We also call them coders. Again, this is another title. The databases also sit on top of the operating system. You need a platform. So essentially, this is basically a platform. This is the base of everything that you're going to touch. Okay? Storage databases, you don't have to know all of these things, but I'm just giving you a bigger picture. Databases are stored in physical devices. That's what's called storage arrays. All right. And then you have racks of these storage arrays. again, they are also connected directly to the operating system. In order for one application to be developed, you need all of these people. You need a system administrator who can manage the operating system. You need a developer who's going to write the application. You need a database guy who's going to store this application, the data. You need storage guys who are responsible for those physical storage devices. You need, and this OS is sitting on top of what? This OS, how is this OS connected to the next OS? It's the networking. So you need networking guys. And then you have your security guys to secure this whole environment. So app developers, system administrators, system engineers, database administrators, storage admins, network administrators. Everybody understand this picture? Everybody? This looks a mess, but if I remove, let me ask you this question. If something happened to my operating system, if this guy didn't do his job right, and this machine, this server, this operating system stopped working, what will happen to this whole ecosystem? Is this going to be functioning? Is this going to be functioning? Is this app going to be available? It's going to collapse. Sometimes you click on your application and it says page cannot be displayed, a website. It could be that the problem lies with one of these things. Not entirely this thing. It could be storage. It could be database. It could be the application fault. It could be the security. It could be the networking. Everything is interlinked. Everything is interlinked. One thing is going to remain the same forever and ever. Applications. As long as you and me, we live, we are alive, we're eating, we're healthy, we are going to use applications. Applications are going to explode. Number of applications are going to increase because not all the problems have been solved. If you look at the IT industry, what applications do? They solve problems, right? Uber came in, taxi drivers, I was a taxi driver, and I know how difficult it was to drive around the clock to look for customers. While I'm driving, I'm also looking here, right and left, and on the corner, waiting for people to finish whatever they were doing, whether they were standing outside the restaurant and just park over there and wait for them to, say goodbye to their friends so they can come into my cab. Uber saw that problem and said, okay, customers are looking for yellow cabs or taxis. Taxi drivers are looking for them. Uber came in, connected both of them using their application platform, and they created a $1 billion company out of nothing based on an idea, thanks to the technology. All of these things, thanks to the technology. So now applications are going to continue to exist. The number of applications that we create, they're going to rise because now me, you, or anybody can create this application. Try it for yourself. Go to Copilot or ChatGPT and explain your idea in specific details. You know who's going to be the most successful during AI era? It's somebody who can specifically explain what they want. They can put their vision, imaginations onto a piece of paper, like the director does for the movie, and the AI will do that for you. But AI is not going to create those things in the space, in the skies. AI is going to ask you to do all of these things on the operating system. Operating system will still need storage devices. It will still need the database. It will still need the security. It will still need the networking. Cannot take it away. Yeah? Just like babies don't fall from the sky, we were told when we were little kids. Just like that, operating system is not going to go away. The more applications explored, the more servers are going to be created. And what is the base of the data center? Networking, servers. And what do these servers do? They run operating system. Why? Because we can develop applications and we can run applications. What is application this Sam Altman is worried about? ChatGPT. For you, it's just an interface, a beautiful screen that where you type your questions. For Sam, it's billions of dollars worth of servers, operating systems, databases, storage arrays to make that available to you. Imagine if more AI-related applications come, we would need more operating systems, more servers, more networking, more Linux professionals. Linux is the backbone of the IT industry. We transitioned from bare metal to the virtual world and to the cloud. And Linux is the heart and the soul of the cloud industry. So go and check ChatGPT, what is the role of Linux in the AI era. So just wanted to give you this picture. I'm not sure how many of you clearly understand. Give me a beauty fly or ugly fly if we're having, how many of you understand this? If you understand this, this is a beauty fly, BF. If you don't understand this stuff, you say ugly fly, which is UF, okay? All right, just a shortcut, okay? Like I gave you an example of how many job market exploded in the last 15, 20 years because we needed coders. Tons of money were made to generate these coders, to create these coders. We filled universities with computer science students. But today's reality is, whether you like it or you don't like it, AI is going to write that code for me. So now you tell me, is human talent replaced by AI? Alone, if you cut down that industry, the apps industry, the coders industry, it's a big dent in the industry, because this was the darling of the whole IT industry. They ruled the IT industry. They demanded big dollars. Their average salary was $225,000, $250,000. So now, if you're telling me that you're still going to hire a human being to write a code for you when AI can do a better job, you're not living the real life, okay?